Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is well. I'm coming to you with a quick video this morning. I know it has a crazy title, but I know that we all accept our cats and dogs, and that's why I named it that, because everybody seems to love their animals and love animals and want to pet the dogs, pet the cats, all that kind of stuff. And this video came to me, actually, it was 2 Fridays ago when I was at a reassessment. I was at work going to visit a young lady. She was a few years younger than me, actually, her late 30s. And we were talking about, of course, her medical issues and things that were going on, and we got to talking about other things as well, about self-love and stuff like that. She was letting me know that she was having issues with explaining to other people or telling other people in her family and people that her friends and guys that she wanted to date, that she had all these health issues because they look at her funny, or because she felt that they talk about her or don't care about her, that kind of thing. And like I was trying to, I guess, like I was letting her know that all comes from self-love and self-acceptance. She, of course, had a lot of anxiety about that. The only person that she had told was her son, that, of course, she had these health issues and that was keeping her tired or keeping her feeling this way, hurting and pain, that kind of thing. And like I was letting her know, in order for you to, of course, love yourself 100%, you have to accept everything, whether it's the good, the bad, the nice, the cute, whichever one you want to call it. A lot of people have health issues, like I told her, health issues, some that are able to be cured and some that can't, I guess I put it that way. And like I told her, there's no reason why you can't accept that part of yourself. And I also let her know, of course, that the people that you associate with, because she did tell me some other things about the people that she was associating with and how they said some smart remarks to her, and they got into a few arguments and things like that about the remarks that they said. And like I told her, which I've been in the same position myself, at some point you have to realize that some people that you're hanging around with, that you call your friends, that kind of thing, are really not your friends, and are really not the kind of people that you want to hang around with in life. I guess I'd say that, because she let me know that she was trying to make some changes, trying to do some positive things, and they were looking at her funny as well, saying that she's acting funny and didn't want to be around them and that kind of thing, and they couldn't understand that she's trying to change her life. And I was just trying to give her a few nuggets about life and living in general. I guess I'd say that. And that's why, like I said, I named this video "The Cats and Dogs." We love our cats and dogs. It's like we can always love the cats and dogs that we see, that kind of thing. But when it comes to ourselves, we seem to like one side, hate the other side, or love one side, don't like the other side because of this and that. But like I said, as far as accepting yourself 100%, I had to go through this as well. And I've been going through this. I'm not perfect, and nobody's perfect, but we all go through this, I'm sure, at some point in time. Learning to accept ourselves 100%. Yes, it's difficult because nobody has ever taught us these things. They taught us, of course, the math, science, all this kind of stuff growing up, and it's taught us whatever they knew from generations past, whatever their generations, their mothers and fathers knew. That's what they tried to instill in us. But like I said, as far as us learning to accept ourselves and love ourselves, this is something that we have to journey on our own. I guess I put it that way. As far as us learning to, finding out who we are, why we're here, and what we came here to do. I guess I'd say that. And like I said, I talked to her about that. We talked for about an hour actually about this, a long time actually, because the assessment was done. But she, of course, wanted to talk. She was letting me know that nobody had ever told her the things that I had told her, as far as how to love yourself and how to care for yourself and how to put yourself first. And we have got to remember that there are people out there, I forgot to cut those dings off, that there are people out there that no matter what the age is, I don't care if you're 60, 70, 2 years old, 5 years old, but there's people out there that we need to constantly make sure that we're instilling this self-love in. I guess I'd say that. I have a goddaughter. I have two goddaughters, actually, and a godson. Trying to, of course, I know that my oldest goddaughter is here living with me right now, so she hears me talking these videos and see my posts and that kind of thing. She's a lot older than the other two. The other one's 8, and the little boy, he's 2. He'll be 3 next month, actually. But like I said, as far as trying to instill self-love in children and our youth growing up, that is a must. We have got to do that because, like I said, they won't get it anywhere else unless they stumble upon it later in life. Like I was talking to this young lady. Like I said, she's she's like 38, 39 years old. And she said this is the first time anybody has ever told her about loving herself and how to care for herself and how to treat herself and what kind of environment she wants to have herself in order to feel respected and honored. So like I said, that was a very interesting conversation, actually. I just want to come on here and share that with you all. Like I said, we can love everything else in the world as far as everything external. besides ourselves. It seems like that's the hardest thing to do, which I know is hard to do, but a lot of it comes from us not wanting to ask ourselves those hard questions that we need to ask ourselves, like, why do I react to this, or who is Tonetta deep down, or why do I get upset when so and so says this to me, or why do I keep putting up with this same person knowing that this person is not good for me. All those kind of things. You have to ask yourself those hard questions and be willing to give yourself those hard, difficult answers to hear, because nobody else is going to tell you that but yourself. That's why I said this journey for self-love. Yes, you can have all the love external, all that you want, whether you want to love on a cat or dog, that's up to you. But as far as loving on yourself, we have got to learn how to start doing that more, I guess I'd say. Yes, I know people talk about it all the time, that kind of thing, but we got to kind of teach people how to do that. Yes, it's easy to say I love myself, or say 100 times in the mirror every day, I love myself, you're beautiful, that kind of thing. But if you're actually not putting those thoughts into action, or those words into action, you're basically staying in the same point. You're not really going anywhere. So like I said, we have got to start putting all the stuff that we say, all the stuff that we preach, all the stuff that we teach. We've got to start putting those things into action. Now, of course, you're going to have some resistance from others who are not on that same level, or who are not moving towards the same things that you're moving to. And like she was telling me that she was being told that she was acting funny, or that she didn't want to be around these same people anymore. So you outgrow people at some point. Yes, it's hard for people to understand and realize that, but once you get on a journey for self-love, for trying to improve yourself, improve your life, yes, there's always going to be people who are going to say that you're acting funny, I guess you will be acting different. I wouldn't say you're acting funny, but that's just what they're used to. Usually people see the negative instead of the positive first. They don't see that you're working on yourself, they don't see it being as positive that you're working on yourself. All they see is that you're not spending any more time with them, that you're not calling them like you used to. You're more to yourself nowadays. You're reading more. You're looking at videos more that talk about self-love and living and life and stuff like that. Like I said, they don't see that part. All they see is that you're not the same person with them that you have been in the past. And that's something, I've been through that as well, a lot of times, actually. A lot throughout my life, I can say that I've been through that. And I've had people transition in and out of my life, and that's going to happen to everybody. Well, whoever's on this journey as well, I can tell you that. Yes, some of those people who transition out will hurt, I'm sure. But as time goes on, you'll kind of get used to it. Or I guess to me, I'm getting used to it. I guess I can say that. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I've gotten used to it as far as people transitioning in and out of my life. I know that everybody's here for a season and for a reason, so I know that. And at some point, everybody, I'm sure, that's watching this video may transition out of my life as well at some point. I never know. I don't know what that will bring, but like I said, that will happen. And that's exactly what I was letting her know. And she was, of course, very thankful and very grateful that I was letting her know that. Because like I said, she's never had anybody that has actually told her. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, sis, for tuning in. And thank you, Melody, Rich, and Peter for tuning in as well. And like the young lady was saying, that she's never had anybody that's actually told her, like I said, how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, how to realize when other people are not good for you in your life, and how to, of course, start working on yourself, trying to do more things for yourself, trying to have gratitude in your life. She says she's never been told that. I wasn't told all those things, actually none of those things. I had to learn those on my own as well. So I just want to kind of remind everybody that yes, we can get online, we can say this, we can say that, but when we're dealing with people, whether it's online or offline, please make sure that you're explaining to people how to, of course, care for yourself, how to love yourself. Because like I said, it's easy just to say that you should love yourself, or you should move on, or you should do this. But like I said, you have to have some kind of, I guess, education process, thought process behind that. Because it's all this stuff is easier said than done. And we all know that, whoever's on here going through the same kind of inner, like doing your inner work and doing this, your spiritual work and that kind of thing, it's easier said than done. Because when you get put in a situation where you actually have to decide if somebody you've known for 15 years that's going off on you because they don't like the way you are, you've changed, and you're not spending time with them like you used to, and they're upset about that, it's hard to just walk away from something like that. Yes, I know it can be done, but yes, it's going to take some time. It's going to be hurt feelings, a lot of crying and that kind of things. I went through that as well. Like I said, at some point we do have to realize that, but it's not as easy as people say. I realized that early in the year, actually, when I was going through all this. People say, just love yourself, just do this, just do that. I'm like, okay, how the hell do you do that? Because nobody taught me. They teach you step by step in school and in your parents' house of what to do with the rules and why you can't do this, why you can't do that. But nobody teaches you step by step how to actually love yourself. And I guess maybe I should post some stuff. I'll try to post some stuff throughout the day today as far as some things that we can all look at and realize as far as how to like some steps on how to care for yourself, to love yourself, and to have gratitude, I guess, for others as well. Not just yourself, because I know it's more. I mean, it's people that you're gonna be surrounded with as well. But like I said, as far as this young lady and, like I said, me and other folks accepting who we are 100%, that you have to learn how to love yourself 100%, or at least 90%, or at least on the way to loving yourself. I guess I put it that way. So I know I don't even know if anybody. Well, I guess you can love yourself 100%. I'm not sure. I haven't got there yet. I know I'm almost there, but I haven't got there yet. But I haven't talked to anybody who doesn't have any hang-ups or that kind of thing about whether it's their health or their body, I don't know, hair, or whichever the case may be. But I guess at some point we all have those kind of hang-ups too. So it's just at that quick moment something's going on, like my hair this morning. I was trying to fix my hair this morning. It was still wet. It didn't come out right, but that's all right. But I still love it anyway. I'm trying to love it anyway. I've had an issue with my hair for all my life, it seems like, but I'm learning to love it more and more. I can say that. And that's part of that acceptance as well. Like I said, I have to accept everything that's in me, on me, part of me, all those kind of things as well. And yes, that is hard for some people to do. It was hard for me to do, to accept all the things that's been happening this year to me, as far as me meeting others, the mirroring my behavior back to me, what I need to learn, and about myself, loving myself, all those kind of things. Yes, that's very hard. And like I was telling her, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be an easy journey. This journey is lifelong. It's not like you learn, say, I love myself one day and you're done with it. Hell, this is a lifelong journey, actually. No matter what kind of journey you're doing, it's still lifelong. It's always the education process. It's always something new that you can learn and something that you can implement. So like I said, it's never just a one-time thing and I love myself or accept myself and you're on to the next. You have to do this for the rest of your life, in my eyes. Like I said, I can't speak for everybody, but like I told her, and to me, it's a lifelong journey. I don't see me stopping anytime soon, or I don't see me knowing everything all of a sudden today and I'm just done with it. I don't think that's ever going to happen. So like I said, there's always something that we can always learn and grow from. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I know I got to get myself a salad for lunch today. And I want to thank you all for tuning in again. Peter, Melody, Rich, Maria, Ajon, and Mary, thank you all for tuning in. And thank you, sis, Maria. I do love you as well. I'm glad that you're watching this video this morning. And Ajon, thank you. I love you as well. I'm glad that you're on this video as well. But like I said, once again, that's why I named this video Accepting to Love Your, I think it's called Accepting to Love Your Cats and Dogs. Because we always seem to love everything that's external to us. We can love all the cats and dogs that we see walking down the street, or the animals, or the person next to us, or, I don't know, your partner, your kids, that kind of thing. But when it comes to loving and accepting ourselves, we seem like we have an issue with that, and that we cannot do that, or we refuse to do that at some level. Because we don't want to ask ourselves those hard questions that we don't want to hear the answers to. I guess I'd say that because we know it's the truth. So like I said, with that, you all, I'm going to end this video, and everybody have a blessed day. I love you all that have tuned in this morning, and I hope you all have an awesome Monday, because I know I'm having an awesome Monday so far. So everybody, love you. Have a good day.